So you want to check out the Razer Kishi? Well, you come to the perfect place. Hey everyone, it's Pistol Pete back here again for another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Razer Kishi controller. But before we get into all that, check the link in the description below. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern and Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So once you come on down, hang out, we have a good time. It's a lot of fun. And then before we continue on, don't forget to like and maybe subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. That'd be super duper. I wanted to do a video on the Razer Kishi for a while, so I finally broke down and bought it. Yes, I bought it with my own money and was not given this, and I wanted to just do a review on it so everybody can get an idea of what to expect when they're purchasing it. Similar to what I did with the Backbone 1 controller. I'm gonna review basically how it works and go over some of the things that I experienced while using it over the past month or so. So the first thing that I'll say is the Razer Kishi features a collapsible design, which I'm sort of not a fan of, but I'll get into it in a little bit here. To open it, there is a release button for the back plate, which holds together when not in use. Springy for tension when holding the phone. You can't use your case as I'm showing here. It does not fit. You have to take your case off. The right side pops in, and the left side is held on by the tension of the back strap. The right side features standard XYAB buttons, a lowered offset right analog stick with clickable R3 function, and a menu/start button. The right shoulder features an R1 bumper button and an R2 analog trigger. The left side features a standard D-pad, a raised offset left analog stick with clickable L3, a home button, and an option/select button. One thing I did notice on the left side, which I did not like, was how wobbly the fit was. It was way too easy to accidentally move the left side out of the phone placement, out of the hold. It kind of bothered me a little bit. Not a huge issue, but I did notice that it's pretty easy to move it out of place. The left shoulder does feature also an L1 bumper button and an L2 analog trigger. The bottom right does have a pass-through charging port, so you can charge while gaming, and eliminates the need to remove the phone if you need to charge. It does not, however, have a headphone port like the Backbone does have. So that was one thing that I noticed that I was missing. Not a huge issue, but something that I just wanted to throw out there. When collapsing the controller, it can be a little annoying trying to align the two sides in order to lock the back plate, which holds it together, but small but annoying to me. Now playing this on Call of Duty Mobile, again, is just like a cheat code. You're gonna destroy your opponents. It works fantastically. I didn't have any real issues to say using it with the game. It was really intuitive. It just worked really well, and you're just gonna destroy your competition. It's just not even fair using these controllers with the game. It can be a lot of fun if you have a controller, not so much if you don't. I also tested this with the PlayStation Remote app. So with my PS5, I played Far Cry 6 with it, and it works wonderfully. I've actually playing a lot of Far Cry 6 mobilely on my phone, believe it or not, and it just works so great. If you haven't checked out my previous Backbone 1 video, it does a fantastic job if you have the right setup, if you have the right network setup. It's just it works seamlessly, and the Razer Kishi works great with it. I had no issues, and I just really enjoyed it. Now here I'm just showing you my hand size. I'm 5'10". I have slightly larger hands. I don't want to say that I have huge hands, but as you can see here, doing some hand modeling, I don't know if this helps or not, but I don't have tiny hands and I don't have really huge hands, but I do kind of have slightly, I would say slightly larger than the average male hand. And just so you can kind of get an idea of how it fits. I felt like the controller was a little bit too small for my hands, but it worked fine. It wasn't an issue. The only problem I would say is that on the left trigger, on the left side, I noticed some pain in my hand from shooting and clicking the R trigger a little bit over time. I noticed I felt some pain. I think it's just the way the the bevel and the way it's angled on the outside there on the left side. And again, I tested Ratchet and Clank. Again, it works fantastic. And also I tested a few games with Steam. I tested all the Tomb Raider games, just checking it out to see how it worked and how it felt. And the controller does a wonderful job, I'll say. But yeah, I really enjoyed using it. I think it was great. Okay, so what I'll say is this: my few qualms that I had with the controller. The X, Y, A, B buttons, they felt, I don't want to say not responsive, but the springiness, it almost feels sort of sticky, like it doesn't bounce back, feels almost soft. It's not terrible by any means, but it just doesn't feel good. Like I feel like if you have to tap any of those buttons repeatedly, you just can't get that responsiveness to it. And I did not like the feel of the X, Y, A, B buttons. The left side, I did notice a little bit of pain after playing some gaming of Call of Duty. I think it's just the way it's positioned, or maybe my hand's a little bit too big for this controller, but I think it's just the way the angle here on the left side and the way I hold it. It's just, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me, but I did not like that. And then the main issue that I had that I didn't like about it was the collapsible design that they went with. Only because, like, if you're in a pinch and you're in a rush, this is minor gripe, but if you're in a pinch or you're in a rush, you need to kind of like put it together. It's like, oh, you gotta line it up. I found myself, maybe it's just me, I found myself having some issues trying to line it up and get it in there, you know, just right every time. Maybe it's not that bad, maybe it's just me, but I just didn't like that. I prefer something a little bit more quick and easy than having to line this up and try to get it together. Just a minor gripe. It's not a huge issue for me, but it normally goes for around $100. So I feel like $100 is like I said with the backbone. I feel like the $100 is a little steep for a phone controller, but it works fantastic. Like I don't have any issues with the way the controller works and functions in general, but I just don't know if these controllers are worth $100 to me. But if you do a lot of gaming on your phone, this might be a solution for you. You can buy refurbished ones. I know Amazon has refurbished Razer Kishis for around $60 to $70, so that's actually a little bit more doable in my opinion, and it's not that bad. But this is my only issue. It's like this little nunchuck thing. I don't know, I don't like it. So yeah, that's a quick little recap, if you will, on the Razer Kishi controller. Overall, I liked it. I think it works well. I'm going to do a comparison video with the Backbone 1 and see how those two hold up next to each other. But I really like this one. I think if you bought it, you wouldn't be disappointed. It's just trying to decide if it's worth $100. I think it is ultimately worth the $100 if you do a lot of gaming on your phone. If you're only doing a little bit here and there, it's probably not going to be worth it to you. But it works great. That's all I can say. The price is a little bit steep, but it works fantastic. It does what it's supposed to do. Outside a few minor issues that I had with it. So let me know in the comments below. Do you have a Razer Kishi? Do you have a phone controller? Have you enjoyed this video? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think? I hope you guys like this video. Check out the other ones. Oh, and by the way, happy Halloween. Adios.